Imagine the stars who once lit up your screen with unforgettable performances, their names etched in the halls of fame. From laughter to tears, they brought stories to life, becoming icons of an era. Yet the glitter of Hollywood sometimes fades, leaving us wondering where these luminaries have gone.
When I was a teenager, I was addicted to alcohol. I got hooked on it for 20 more years. And so in my head, it was like, oh, I'm sober, living a spiritual life.
As the curtain falls on their spotlight, we delve into the tales of those who've stepped away from the limelight, by choice or circumstance. Their legacy endures, even as they vanish from our view. Here are 20 famous actors you will never see again. Number 20, Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis is known for his unparalleled dedication to the art of acting. Daniel stands in a league of his own as a 3-time Academy Award winner. His method of acting is legendary. For example, while filming My Left Foot, he remained in character off-camera, relying on the film crew to assist him with daily tasks since he wouldn't leave his wheelchair. This level of dedication is rare and speaks volumes about his commitment. Daniel's range of characters, from the fierce Bill the Butcher in Gangs of New York to the dignified Abraham Lincoln, showcases his ability to breathe life into diverse roles with unmatched depth and empathy. Each role is a testament to his skill in creating complex, relatable characters that stay with viewers long after the credits roll. So, where is this towering figure of cinema today? Daniel has chosen a quiet life in the Irish countryside, far from the bright lights of Hollywood. But he hasn't stepped away from craftsmanship. Instead, he's turned his talents to shoemaking. Yes, the same man who delivered unforgettable performances on the big screen now pours his passion into creating footwear. Given his track record in acting, one can only imagine the quality and craftsmanship of his shoes. Daniel Day-Lewis's journey from Oscar-winning actor to shoemaker is a fascinating turn, marking him as a true artist, no matter the medium. Number 19, James Franco. James Franco vanished from the spotlight following multiple allegations of sexual misconduct, causing even Seth Rogen, a frequent collaborator, to step back. Rogen, who shared the screen with Franco in hits like Pineapple Express and The Interview, stated they've not been in touch, and he has no plans to collaborate with Franco. Franco's public image started to tarnish in 2014 when he was found messaging a 17-year-old girl on Instagram during his Broadway run in Of Mice and Men, suggesting they meet up at a hotel. While Franco acknowledged the messages, he insisted on a talk show that his intentions were misunderstood. The situation escalated in 2018 after Franco won a Golden Globe for The Disaster Artist. Actress Ali Sheedy hinted at inappropriate behavior by Franco, and another actress, Violet Paley, accused him of assault. Additionally, Sarah Tither Kaplan, a former student at Franco's acting school, along with 3 other women, accused him of sexual misconduct. Following these allegations, Vanity Fair removed Franco from its Hollywood issue, and in 2019, a lawsuit was filed against him, which was settled privately in 2021. Franco has denied the allegations, but admitted to settling to move forward. This series of events led to Franco being dropped from several film projects, with Rogen publicly stating his decision to distance himself from Franco as a stand against abuse and harassment. Rogen also expressed regret over a past joke that seemed to make light of the allegations against Franco, noting how the situation has irreversibly changed their relationship. Number 18, Kat Dennings. Kat Dennings has been a standout actress from her teenage years, making a name for herself as the unforgettable Max Black in the hit series Two Broke Girls. Her portrayal of the witty diner waitress won over fans for 6 seasons, firmly placing Dennings in the spotlight of pop culture. Her relationship with musician Josh Groban also kept her in the headlines, adding to her public profile. After this peak in her career, Dennings seemed to take a step back from the constant buzz of Hollywood. This shift was influenced by several factors. Her role in Two Broke Girls was not only a significant source of income, but also ensured ongoing financial benefits from the show's syndication rights. With each episode fetching $1.7 million in a syndication deal with TBS and a total of 138 episodes, Dennings has been able to enjoy a steady income from the show's continued success. Another aspect of her career that affected her public visibility was her involvement in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Dennings played Darcy Lewis in Thor and its sequel, but her absence from later films in the series hinted at the end of her character's storyline. Additionally, her breakup with Groban in 2016, right before the last season of Two Broke Girls, was public, and despite being amicable, may have impacted her career path. Number 17, Katherine Hegel. Katherine Hegel became a star everyone talked about after Grey's Anatomy hit the screens in 2005. Her career took off, and by 2007, she not only landed a lead role in Knocked Up, but also saw her salary jump by 190%, earning her a significant $300,000. Her performance on Grey's Anatomy even won her an Emmy, raising everyone's hopes for more wins. But then, things started to change. Hegel made headlines when she decided not to compete for an Emmy, saying she didn't get good enough material in Season 4 to deserve a nomination. This move surprised many, including her fans, co-stars, and even the show's creators, and it was seen as a slight against Shonda Rhimes, the brains behind the show. Rhimes later said Hegel had asked for a lighter workload, which led to her character getting less screen time. Soon, rumors of on-set tensions started, describing Hegel in a not-so-positive light. Despite these rumors, Hegel stayed on for another season. However, in 2010, she reportedly didn't show up for work, leading Rhimes to let her out of her contract. Reflecting on the Emmy controversy, Rhimes pointed out the significance of taking people at their word, applying this lesson later with a strict policy on her next project, Scandal. After leaving Grey's Anatomy, Hegel's film career struggled. Movies like New Year's Eve and One for the Money didn't do well, leading to a decline in her once promising career. Hegel opened up about feeling let down by the film industry, which she once considered a close ally, expressing her disappointment and shock at how quickly things turned sour for her. Number 16, Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes, known for her vibrant start on The Amanda Show and memorable role in She's the Man, encountered the hurdles many child stars face, including battles with substances. Yet, it was her 2012 Twitter outbursts that really caught public attention. Amanda made shocking statements online, from unsettling remarks about Drake to criticizing celebrities like Rihanna, Miley Cyrus, and Jay-Z, as well as expressing harsh views on her own appearance. Her actions escalated to setting fire to a driveway and her clothing, marking a period of intense personal turmoil. Following these incidents, Amanda was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and spent time in a psychiatric facility, putting a pause on her acting career. Concerned for her safety and health, her parents obtained a conservatorship in 2013, taking over her medical and financial decisions due to fears for her well-being. Taking a break from the spotlight, Amanda focused on her mental health and pursued an education at the Los Angeles Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, showing little interest in returning to acting. In 2022, there was a turning point when a judge, supported by her parents, ruled that Amanda could again make her own medical and financial choices, ending the conservatorship. However, later that year, Amanda reached out for psychiatric help on her own, demonstrating her commitment to her recovery. She has since been living in a mental health facility, receiving the support she needs to heal and move forward. Number 15, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, once known as America's favorite dad for his roles in family-friendly comedy and drama shows, experienced a significant downfall in 2018. He was found guilty of 3 counts of aggravated assault amid allegations from over 60 women, marking a shocking turn in his career. Despite his legal team's efforts to discredit the accusations, evidence surfaced that Cosby had used sedatives on young women with whom he wanted to have physical encounters. This scandal led to a swift collapse of Cosby's career. Reruns of The Cosby Show were pulled from TV land, and his stand-up shows were canceled. Additionally, a statue of him at MGM Studios in Florida was taken down, and several universities took back honorary degrees they had awarded him. After these events, Cosby was sentenced to prison for 3 to 10 years, but was released after 2 years due to a technicality in his conviction. Despite his release, Cosby's reputation remains severely damaged, making any potential return to the entertainment industry unlikely. Public perception is still overwhelmingly negative, with many viewing him as guilty of the crimes he was accused of. Industry experts, including PR strategist Howard Bragman, suggest Cosby will lead a life marked by public skepticism and disapproval, similar to O.J. Simpson's post-trial existence. The consensus among entertainment professionals is that working with Cosby would pose a significant risk to one's career and reputation. Number 14. T.J. Miller. T.J. Miller, known for his role in the hit Deadpool movies, saw his career take a hit after a fallout with the leading star, Ryan Reynolds. Despite the franchise's success, which significantly boosted his profile and net worth to $2 million, Miller confirmed he wouldn't return for Deadpool 3. He shared that the tension between him and Reynolds led to a falling out, with differences that couldn't be mended, even though there were attempts to fix their relationship. This issue with Deadpool 3 was just the beginning of a series of controversies surrounding Miller. His time on the HBO show Silicon Valley also ended abruptly after 4 seasons due to disagreements with the show's creators, leading to his character being written out. Miller didn't hold back in criticizing the show and its team after his departure. Things got more serious in December 2018 when Miller was arrested for reporting a fake bomb threat on a train, an incident that happened while he was intoxicated. Additionally, he faced accusations of assault and inappropriate behavior from several women. One of his co-stars, Alice Wetterlund, called him out publicly for his conduct, describing him as a bully and highlighting unwelcome advances. These events have overshadowed Miller's earlier achievements, affecting his chances for future roles and his public reputation. Number 13. Bridget Fonda. Bridget Fonda is a star who truly shone brightly in the Hollywood of the 1990s. Coming from the famous Fonda family, with her father, Peter Fonda, and her aunt Jane Fonda, Bridget seemed destined to make her mark in the world of movies. And that she did, leaving a lasting impression with memorable roles in hits like Single White Female and Point of No Return. Bridget wasn't just another Fonda, she was a talent in her own right, captivating audiences with her ability to dive deep into diverse characters, bringing them to life on the big screen. However, as the new millennium began, Bridget's presence in the film industry started to fade. In 2003, she made a life-changing decision to retire from acting. This decision came in the same year she married Danny Elfman, a renowned film composer. It's been suggested that a serious car accident played a part in her decision to leave acting behind. Since then, Bridget has chosen a life away from the spotlight, focusing on her personal life and family. Together with Elfman, Bridget has embraced a private lifestyle, largely stepping back from the public eye. They're now living a life that values privacy and family time over the fame and constant attention of Hollywood. It's believed they enjoy a peaceful life in Los Angeles, a stark contrast to the bustling film career Bridget once had. Number 12. Roseanne Bar. Roseanne Barr's career faced a sudden halt due to a single tweet that had severe repercussions. Her show Roseanne was canceled by ABC shortly after she made a racist remark on Twitter about Valerie Jarrett, who was a senior advisor to former President Barack Obama. This move by ABC came despite Barr's apology for her tweet, which did not mitigate the backlash that ensued. ABC's president at the time, Channing Dungey, criticized Barr's tweet as offensive and not in line with the values upheld by the network. The decision to cancel the show was significant, not just from a moral standpoint, but also financially. Roseanne was a major hit, generating around $45 million in advertising revenue for ABC before the incident, with expectations to bring in over $60 million the following season. Initially, Barr blamed the sedative Ambien for her tweet, claiming it led to unusual behavior. Later, she hinted that a critical tweet from her co-star, Sarah Gilbert, who played Darlene on Roseanne and later starred in the spin-off The Connors, was a factor in the show's cancellation. Gilbert had publicly expressed her disappointment in Barr's actions, emphasizing that they did not reflect the views of the cast, crew, or anyone associated with the show. Barr felt betrayed by the reaction to her tweet, pointing out how it not only led to the end of Roseanne, but also negatively impacted her personal and professional life. Number 11. Joe Pesci. doesn't remember the famous line from Goodfellas, where Joe Pesci, with his unforgettable New Jersey accent, asks, "Am I a clown to you?" Pesci, known for his dynamite performances, has left a lasting impression on Hollywood, particularly in gangster movies like Raging Bull and Casino. His role as the unpredictable Tommy DeVito in Goodfellas not only captivated audiences, but also earned him an Oscar. In a surprising turn of events in the late 90s, Pesci chose to step back from acting, though he didn't leave it behind entirely. Instead, he scaled down his roles to focus on other interests, steering clear of any gangster affiliations for a more tranquil pursuit: golf. Pesci hasn't completely faded from view. He's made occasional appearances, most notably rejoining forces with Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese for The Irishman. These roles have been sparse, making each one a treat for his fans. Today, Pesci is enjoying a quieter, semi-retired life, swapping the gritty drama of mob life for the serene greens of the golf course. After years of embodying some of film's most intense roles, this peaceful retreat seems like a well-deserved respite. Number 10. Cameron Diaz. Think back to the charismatic blonde who captured hearts alongside Jim Carrey in The Mask. That's Cameron Diaz for you. From winning over audiences in laugh-out-loud rom-coms like There's Something About Mary to showcasing her action skills in Charlie's Angels, Cameron was the iconic star of the 90s and early 2000s. Her range didn't stop at comedy and action. She also shone in musical and dramatic roles, such as her unforgettable performances in My Best Friend's Wedding and Being John Malkovich. Despite her incredible success and fame, Cameron made the decision to step away from the acting world in 2014. She chose to pursue different paths and focus on her personal life, embracing the world beyond the film set. And really, who can fault her for that? Life is filled with so much more than just movie premieres and box office stats. Today, Cameron Diaz has made a name for herself as a successful author and entrepreneur in the wine industry, not to mention her role as a devoted mother. She's living proof that there's a rich and rewarding life to be found outside of Hollywood's sparkle. Cameron has embraced this new chapter with the same charm and vivacity that she brought to her film roles. Number 9. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, once a celebrated figure in Hollywood, encountered a sharp decline in his career due to several incidents involving abusive behavior and anti-Semitic comments. These actions resulted in a sort of unofficial banishment from the top circles of the film industry. A notable moment in this downturn was when the sequel to Chicken Run decided to proceed without Gibson, who was 64 at the time, following allegations made by actress Winona Ryder. Ryder accused Gibson of making anti-Semitic remarks towards her in 1995, bringing to light Gibson's history of such behavior. Furthermore, some of Gibson's movies have been criticized for containing anti-Semitic content. In 2010, a major setback occurred when Radar Online released an audio recording of a heated voicemail Gibson left for his ex-partner, Oksana Grigorieva, a Russian pianist. This revelation led to Gibson's talent agency, William Morris Endeavor, severing ties with him. Gibson's controversies didn't stop there. In 2015, Fox News highlighted an interview from 2013 where Gibson appeared to minimize the Holocaust, further damaging his public image. Although he tried to make a comeback in 2016 with the war film Hacksaw Ridge, Ryder's accusations once again brought Gibson's problematic past to the forefront, making it challenging for him to regain his former standing in Hollywood. Number 8. MoNique. MoNique's Oscar win in 2009 for her role in Precious was a highlight that many thought would lead to more great opportunities. However, after her win, she found herself without significant roles for 5 years. Her comeback role was in the 2014 indie movie Blackbird with Isaiah Washington, another actor who experienced a quick drop in his career. In a 25th interview, MoNique shared that director Lee Daniels told her she was being avoided in Hollywood because of how her husband handled her salary talks. She openly criticized Daniels, suggesting he played a part in slowing her career because she didn't thank him during her Oscar speech. Despite sharing her side, this didn't help her situation, especially after she also accused Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey of working against her. In 2018, MoNique brought up another issue, this time with Netflix. She called them out for offering her $500,000 for a comedy special, which was much less than what other well-known comedians were getting. Even though Netflix ended up settling a lawsuit with her, they didn't continue talks. MoNique explained on a radio show that she couldn't take the offer because it didn't feel right, especially when comparing it to what other comedians, including Tiffany Haddish, were getting. Netflix stood by their offer, stating it was fair and that they were ready to defend against the lawsuit. Number 7. Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall is best known for playing Wendy Torrance in The Shining, where her unique look and big, expressive eyes made her stand out. In the 70s and 80s, she was a familiar face in Hollywood, taking on roles that were a bit different from the norm. From her part in Popeye to her work in Time Bandits, Shelley showed she had a special talent for picking roles that let her shine, often becoming the highlight of any film she was in. But after making a name for herself on TV in the 1990s, Shelley suddenly stepped back from the spotlight. She chose to leave Hollywood and live a quieter life in Texas. The reason was that Shelley needed to take care of her mental health. The constant hustle and bustle of the film industry were too much, and she decided her well-being was more important. Now, Shelley lives a private life, away from the cameras and the public eye. While many people miss seeing her on screen and enjoy her unique way of bringing characters to life, everyone can agree that her decision to look after her health is important and brave. Number 6. Felicity Huffman. Netflix chose to push back the release of the romantic comedy Otherhood, starring Felicity Huffman, Patricia Arquette, and Angela Bassett. This decision was made in light of Huffman's involvement in the biggest college admissions scandal the country has ever seen. While the film wasn't canceled and did come out later in the same year, the delay followed Huffman's public apology and her guilty plea to fraud charges related to the scandal. Huffman was among 13 people who admitted to paying money to get their children into prestigious colleges. In her public statement, Huffman expressed deep regret and shame for her actions, accepting full responsibility and the consequences that would follow. After spending 11 days in prison out of a 14-day sentence, she was also fined $30,000, had a year of supervised release, and was required to do 250 hours of community service. Being convicted also meant Huffman lost what's known in the entertainment industry as reputational capital. This term refers to the value of someone's good name and standing in their professional field. For Huffman, this loss is likely to mean fewer job offers and a decrease in earnings for any future projects, highlighting the lasting impact of her actions in the college admissions scandal. Number 5. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey's defense team argued in a London court that he was judged harshly by the public and on social media as soon as allegations against him emerged. Spacey, once a celebrated Hollywood icon, quickly faded from view. He was replaced by Christopher Plummer in the movie All the Money in the World, which came out in December 2017, with Plummer redoing Spacey's scenes as billionaire John Paul Getty. Furthermore, Netflix removed Spacey from House of Cards, a show for which he had won a Golden Globe. The sexual assault claims against Spacey led to him and his production companies being ordered to pay $30 million for the financial damage caused by his exit from projects. While criminal charges in Los Angeles and Massachusetts were dropped in 2018 and 2019, Spacey went through another civil trial in New York in 2022, where he was found not liable. In the UK, jurors acquitted him of all charges related to accusations from 4 men about incidents spanning from 2001 to 2013. The court found one claim to be baseless, acknowledged consensual encounters with 2 others, and heard Spacey admit to an awkward advance towards another, which he said went no further. Although the path back to his former level of fame seems uncertain for Spacey, the recent court decisions have left some wondering if there's still a chance for him to make a comeback in the acting world. Number 4. Linda Fiorentino. Remember the cool, composed government agent in Men in Black, or the captivating femme fatale in The Last Seduction? Those roles were masterfully played by Linda Fiorentino, an actress whose talent for portraying complex, intriguing characters set her apart in the 1990s. Linda's performances, whether as the mysterious lead in Vision Quest or the adventurous night wanderer in After Hours, highlighted her versatility and magnetic screen presence. Her role in The Last Seduction especially garnered her critical praise and showcased her ability to command the screen. However, following her appearance in Men in Black, Linda began to fade from the Hollywood scene. Her once bright career seemed to dim, with her appearances becoming rare over time. Nowadays, she's chosen a path away from the limelight, preferring a quieter and more private existence. For fans who cherished her unique combination of sharp wit and intensity, her absence from the screen is keenly felt. Yet Linda's decision to leave Hollywood behind doesn't take away from the impact she had on the film industry. Her memorable performances continue to leave a lasting impression on audiences, ensuring her contributions to cinema are celebrated. Number 3. Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan, known for her unforgettable roles alongside Tom Hanks in You've Got Mail and Sleepless in Seattle, once dominated the romantic comedy scene of the 1990s. Her on-screen pairings with Hanks became legendary, marking them as some of the most cherished films of the decade. However, Meg Ryan was not limited to just rom-coms. She delivered powerful performances in Courage Under Fire and When a Man Loves a Woman, showcasing her versatility as an actress. In recent years, Ryan has shifted her focus from acting to directing, with projects like Ithaca marking her behind-the-camera work. She has embraced motherhood and pursued other creative interests, finding fulfillment in new challenges and ventures. Though we may not see her acting as much these days, Meg Ryan's impact on the romantic comedy genre remains a significant part of her legacy. The star, once synonymous with sleepless nights and heartfelt love stories, has settled into a content and satisfying life, continuing to inspire even away from the spotlight. Number 2. Lori Lachlan. Lori Lachlan, known for her role on Full House, saw her career take a hit after becoming involved in a college admissions scandal, motivated by a desire to help her daughters. She was sentenced to 2 months in prison for her part in a scheme that involved around 50 people, including her husband, Massimo Giannulli. They tried to get their daughters into the University of Southern California by falsely presenting them as athletic recruits. As part of a plea agreement, Lachlan was fined $150,000 and required to complete 100 hours of community service, while Giannulli received a $250,000 fine and 250 hours. Lachlan expressed remorse over her actions, admitting to making a terrible decision by participating in a plan that gave her daughters an unfair advantage in the college admissions process. She acknowledged that she had strayed from her moral values. Following the scandal, Crown Media Family Networks cut ties with Lachlan, halting development on productions featuring her, including the Garage Sale Mysteries series. The fallout extended to her daughter, Olivia Jade, who faced backlash and lost business partnerships with brands like Sephora, Tresemme, and Estee Lauder. Olivia Jade publicly criticized her parents for the negative impact on her own career, highlighting the far-reaching effects of their actions. Number 1. Michael Richards. Michael Richards, best known as Kramer from Seinfeld, experienced a dramatic fall from grace that significantly impacted his career. His role as Cosmo Kramer is unforgettable, but unlike his Seinfeld co-stars who found success after the show, Richards encountered a major obstacle he couldn't overcome. Post-Seinfeld, Richards returned to stand-up comedy, hoping to build on his sitcom success. However, everything changed when a video of him using racial slurs against a black audience member during a stand-up performance went viral. In the video, lasting about 3 minutes, Richards made extremely offensive comments, including a reference to lynching, and used racial slurs multiple times before leaving the stage. Following the incident, Richards attempted to apologize, including on late-night TV shows like The Late Show with David Letterman, and he reached out to notable figures like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson to express his remorse. Despite these efforts to make amends and win back his audience, Richards' career did not recover. He appeared in a few TV shows and made cameo appearances, but the shadow of the incident lingered, preventing him from regaining his previous stature in the entertainment industry. That's all for now. Until next time, bye.